Also tonight in Management 3800, we're going to be looking a little bit at the issue of purpose, and that would be Chapter 4. I talked earlier about trust and how you can trust a really thick rope like this, right? And then you put a really good knot in it like a figure eight on a bite, and you've got a really strong knot, and then you can put a really good carabiner in it. That's a 28 kiloton or 26 kiloton carabiner, which means that it could pick up a truck, a small truck, or but if you don't lock it, you can't really trust this device. So little things make a huge difference, a really, really huge difference. And the same thing's true with purpose, with the idea of purpose. Now, in every rescue backpack, there are a bunch of carabiners that you can trust. There's a pulley like this that has a certain purpose to it. There might be a rappelling device. If any of you rappel, you know that this is called a squirrel, and it's really a nice rappelling device because you can put your rope in it like this and clip it to your belt and then sort of build up the friction as you go down this little chain here, and that will give you a clip to your belt, and you can be a pretty heavy guy like me and still have a pretty safe descent. So everything like that has its purpose. But I want to talk to you just a little bit about the importance of this idea of purpose. All of you on your cell phones have a GPS device, a device that tells you exactly where you are with a great deal of precision. Before we had GPSs, before 92, 93, where GPSs sort of made their way out of the military and into the more popular and commercial use, we used maps and compasses. And every navigator knew that if they were off by just a small percentage on that compass, that they would be off on a 500-mile journey by miles, many miles. And sometimes that was very, very important when it came to navigating in World War II, when it came to navigating across the Atlantic, when it came to navigating. And the same thing's true with the GPS. If you enter one digit wrong, if you get one digit wrong or do one thing wrong, you're going to end up in a completely different place. So what does that have to do with purpose? Well, knowing and refining and understanding your purpose, your internal compass, your internal GPS is an essential thing. And so you don't try to use this device to rappel with, because that's not its purpose. It's not made for that. It wouldn't help you with that. You don't try to use this device to raise something up. So all of us are a device of some kind. We have a utilitarian value. We have a utilitarian value to our family as we support them. We have a utilitarian value to our community as we provide service and things that are value add. We have a utilitarian value to our companies as we give them a way to declare a profit and to show a value add. And if we're going to have a value add, then we have to have associated with that a purpose, a reason, a thing that we are. And that's usually complicated and it's usually hard to articulate, but it's extremely important and it's really, really there. So as you go through and as you read this material on purpose, I really want you to think about and understand, what about this is important to you? How is it important for you to get a purpose? And what is your purpose? And how do you adjust and change that purpose over time? Now, I know for me personally, my purpose has changed significantly in my lifetime as I have moved more and more, excuse me, towards sneezing, towards allergies. I have moved more and more, sorry about that, and I'm not going to go record this whole thing. I've moved more and more in my lifetime towards a different sense of purpose. When I was in my 20s, 30s, even 40s, I was much more oriented towards self, and then became more oriented as my family got big towards my family and keeping my family, the purpose of providing for a family and providing for them for a good life. And as I get older, I saw my parents do this, and I said this would never happen to me, but it has happened to me. My purpose has changed, and I want to leave a world that's a better place. So I want to be relevant. I want to do things that are important for the next generation. That's my purpose. That's one of the reasons why I love teaching so much. Think about your purpose and what it is and where you want to go as you read these materials, and I think it will work better for you. Thanks, guys. Take care.